So you see my mainframe screen.
Yes.
So this is a training screen. Okay, it's not real mainframe. It's look like mainframe.
Vista. Okay.
Vista is just an emulator.
Yeah.
Uh, this particular emulator is free for using for 30 days or more than that as well.
Okay.
Now, like I told yesterday, once we connect to mainframe, in training system, first we select the environment
Yes.
and then we give ID password.
Hmm.
In project, it is reverse. First you have to give ID password and then select the environment.
Yes.
Okay. And also
Okay.
in our training system, production, test, everything is on one environment only. Okay.
Okay.
I'll show you some real-time screens also later in our practice training scenarios. For now, understand that we need to go into TSO and do our work.
Okay. Okay.
So asking for my ID, and password.
Hmm.
So the password is just a dark field. So when you type, it won't be visible. Okay. Now I
Okay.
give password and press enter. System gives me the what was my last login to this system and what is the current login. Okay.
Hmm. Okay.
Press enter and you will come across this screen, what we call it as
ISPF.
ISPF primary menu. This is your first desktop type of screen for any mainframe. Okay, if you
Yes.
go into
Okay.
any TSO, production test, every mainframe will have this as your startup screen. Okay, landing page.
Yes.
Now in this, all this white color, what you are seeing here are the options which you can type over here and navigate. On
Correct.
this big blue line, you can type anywhere, whichever option you want to use for.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, from our SPS session, we thought to create a data set. For that, we
3.
told 3.2.
Yes.
So we can type like this 3, then followed by 2. Okay, so if you see data set, we can allocate, rename, delete and other stuff, but we don't need other stuff at all. We generally use allocate option alone.
Hmm.
So for that option to enter. So we are now in dataset utility screen where you can use option A and provide the name of the dataset for allocation. Okay. Either
Yes.
you can
Yes.
come
Yes. Yes.
using 3 followed by 2 or by pressing F3 I can go back and type 3.2 straight away.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
3
Okay.
followed by 2 or just 3.2, then option A. Here mouse is not much useful. Use tab to go to the next fields like this. Okay, either you can use arrows or tabs. Now within single quotes, like I told yesterday, we will be giving our data set name with our ID with some shortcut L and a library name. Okay. With
Okay.
this L, your name, we start with L here. Other students will have ABC like that.
Hmm.
So press enter. You are in now allocation screen asking you the questions that we discussed yesterday.
Yes.
So first thing we need to tell where, which location you want to keep your data set,
Hmm.
how much space or which type of space unit you want. Okay, you can
Yes.
have blocks, tracks, cylinders, kilobytes, megabytes, bytes, records like this. But most famous are these two.
Correct.
Then primary quantity, fixed space, secondary quantity, extended
10.
space, directed blocks, number of partitions.
Hmm.
If it is 0, it will be for your PS file.
Yes.
And record format is fixed.
Fixed.
Record length of a PDS is 80.
80.
And here put it 0.
0.
The last field is the type.
Hmm.
We are
PDS.
in creating PDS.
Yes.
Okay. Everything is very important here. as of now, and this is one-time process. We can create a PDS and use it for months. Okay. In your
Okay.
project, when you get into your project, create all 50s with cylinder. Okay.
Okay.
You can use till you come out of that company.
Oh,
Okay. Because
yes.
you will not have much in your own libraries. Okay. Whatever the work you are doing, that only you will copy. In your project, you may have 3000 programs. You won't work on all 3000 programs.
Correct.
On
Yes.
average, you may work on 200 to 300 programs uniquely if you work for 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, yeah.
So you don't need more than that. So in our training system, we create less because it's using our own system memory.
Yeah.
So we keep it less for our less usage. Okay.
Yes.
So press enter. System will send a message saying that your dataset got allocated.
Correct.
Similarly, you need one more dataset, one for COBOL, one for load. Okay. Whenever we compile our program, we get an output called load module. For that, we need one more dataset to create. Okay. Same features in your software, you have to mention it as you. Only that is the only change, undefined. Okay. My system is very old system, still it can use FB. Okay.
Okay.
When you are creating, I'll help you anyway. Don't worry. Press enter. One more dataset got created. Back to your ISPF screen. If you know theory well, doing practical is much faster. Okay. Yesterday we took somewhere like half an hour class for creating a dataset. Today
Yes.
we created a dataset, actually two dataset in a minute. Okay. So you
Correct.
need to know knowledge more. Practical will be easier in the initial cases. Once you start writing programs, coding a program is easy, but rectifying the logical errors is hard. Okay. You can type 100 lines program without any problem. Okay. No problem with writing a program. If there is one line error, finding that error will be taking time. Okay. So
Yes.
here, once you create a data set, the next step is to go and edit it. Okay. We have created a data set now, and I want to write some programs or JSL in it. So
Okay. Option.
which is this one? Ours. No, this is not yours. Yours is class one only. Okay, so we are done with first point.
Yes.
Second point, PDS. For that, you need to remember 3.4.
Okay.
In mainframe, we don't find a dataset by its location. We will try to find the dataset by its name. That means if I give you a file name and ask you to find in this laptop, okay, what you'll do,
We'll search.
right? You're gonna go for this place and type the name of the file.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing here is like 3.4 in mainframe.
Okay.
In mainframe, we don't deal with the volumes or drives going for that place and finding our file. We will give the file name and press enter, then let system find it and give the location file details to us.
Okay.
Got it? If you say,
Yes.
of course, I may find it now, but yes, it will find everything that's there in this system.
Yeah.
Similarly, I should go to option 3 followed by 4. DS list, dataset list, and give the name over here. No option required, option is blank. Okay. Option is blank, that is
Blank.
display dataset list. You just need to mention the name of the file, name of the dataset. For example, in our case, IBM user.l.
COBOL. Yes.
Like this.
Hmm.
Press enter. We'll get the dataset name over here. F3. I'm going back. We want to find the name of our particular dataset which we created before. So for that, option 3.4 and name of the dataset. This is the place where I asked you to keep the dataset with short names.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because you have to type it daily. Keep it IBM user dot L dot star like this. You see it?
Yes.
This star represents a white character, mentioning that after L dot whatever the matchings are there, list out here.
Okay. Okay.
Similarly, you can view any other data set in your mainframe, only provided if you have access. Only provided if you have access, you can go and look into them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so these are other people's data sets, like AAC, whatever the other students are there, their data set is yours.
Mm.
Okay, similarly, you can take some other ID as well and find those data sets as well.
Yes.
Only if you have access, you can go inside those data set and work on the members.
Yes. Okay.
Within a team, your team members, you will have same group, so you may have access within to your team. If it is some other data set, not belongs to your application, not belongs to your team, then it may have some access restrictions.
Correct. Okay.
So we will go to IBM user dot L dot star. This is what we'll be doing daily now. In this is the place where I want to code my programs, and these are the place where I want to store the load. So
Okay.
for editing a data set, okay, so now let's go to the second point of theory in Notepad. Okay, got stuck somewhere. Yeah, this is going on. Okay, so edit a PDS. So first thing is to navigate to your PDS. For that, one, go to 3.4 and then to give dataset name. Dataset name and enter.
Yes.
After that, second point is to create or edit a member. You need to use option E followed by your dataset name within the bracket member name, like this. If you want to create a member, okay, this is for first time. This is for first time. When you are creating a member for first time, you need to mention option E, that is for edit, and the dataset name.
Mm.
Apart from that, you have option B. This is for browse, D for delete. Now there are other things which we'll discuss later. Use this if it's not your data set.
Okay.
You are trying to work in your training systems. Maximum you will be habituated to use edit.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Daily your task will be editing only. But when you go into the project, by mistakenly you will be habituated with edit and you'll go to production library also to edit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Now all the PDFs, they will allow you to get inside in edit mode. Okay. All
Okay.
the PDFs will allow you to get inside with edit mode, but it won't allow you to edit a member. Okay.
Okay.
For security reasons, it won't allow you to edit.
Okay.
But what happens is when you are in edit mode, system thinks that it has been locked and some other process or some other job may have issues to use it.
Mm.
Okay. You will not have any problem with editing because you will not have access. But
Okay.
process which is trying to access the file may think that you are using it for editing.
Yes.
That may cause some problem for you.
Mm-hmm.
So E is only for your data set.
Okay.
If it is not your data set, B is the option that you have to practice as well.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
And of course, D for delete. Delete only if you have a backup.
Correct.
Production things it's not like Windows. If you delete, it will go to recycle bin and get it back. It's not like that. If you delete
Yes.
in mainframe, it's gone. You can get it by asking the admin to restore it, but you need to justify why you deleted.
Mm-hmm.
So restoring is not a big problem for admin. Answering why you deleted is a problem for you.
Yes.
Okay, so avoid deleting anything in mainframe. Okay, whether it is a data or whether it is a program or anything that is yours also, do not waste your time for deleting it unless it is mandatorily requested by someone. Okay,
Yes.
we will practice this. We'll try this of editing a data set. So option E, if you type just E and enter, it will say there are no members to edit.
Yes.
So what we do is for the first time, you need to mention the member name 8 characters like this. 8 or less than 8 is good. Practice with 8 always.
Okay.
Okay, practice with 8. That is what your look and feel will be habituated. So when you press enter for first time, it will ask you some editing panel macros. You can ignore that and press enter one more time.
Correct.
You will be coming into the panel where you can type your program. Okay, type your program over here. Okay, I'll explain what all the options are there in editing panel, but this is how you create a member first.
Okay. Okay.
Now, after first time completed, let's say you came tomorrow, okay, the next day, and now you want to edit it. System will open and you will get the member list. What all the members are there in your data set.
Yes.
So if I show you something like A and open this one, I'll see some members over here.
Mm-hmm.
Similarly, if I open some yes and open, I get some more members here. So for existing one, it will open up and list out all the members in alphabetical order. But if it is a new data set, it won't open unless you have a member. Like this, you will get a message.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Understanding?
Yes.
You can type your command anywhere here. Okay. Sometimes people will do like this. Simply press enter also. You'll get the list what you can do on that data set.
Okay.
You want to edit, go for option 1 and enter.
Okay.
Okay. And mistakenly, if you press enter also, you'll get like this. So don't fright or afraid of these ones. Just understand what it is showing. Okay,
Yes.
let's
Yes.
take a pop-up. It's just like a pop-up box. If you don't want to use this, press F3 and get out. Okay,
Uh-huh.
F3 is your best option to get out of any screen that you are not aware of.
Correct.
Okay, so edit. Now come to your program or data set. If you want to create another member, then you have to use S option.
Okay.
You need to use S and then give the member name. System will open another member panel for you. Type your code over here like this. F3,
Yes. Okay.
F7, page up, page down. Again, in mainframe, it is auto save.
Mm-hmm.
So when you press enter, system automatically will save. If you press F3 also, it will save and exit.
Okay.
You can try typing save command as well, or you can simply press enter also, it will save.
Understood.
Understanding?
Yes.
Either you can use option E and edit for the first time. Later times, edit the PDS and then use yes space member name. Space member name to create new. To create new or open old. If it is already there, it will open up.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, PX WCP001. It will open that.
Okay.
If it is not there, it will create an empty notepad by empty editing panel for you. Okay.
Yes.
Now, how to edit a member? Okay, how to edit a member? To edit a member. For this, you need to remember simple commands. That first I is the option that you need to remember. This is for insert new line.
Okay.
And you can try this as well, I10 to insert 10 lines. But but system remove the lines which are empty. Just press enter. Okay, let me show you. You want a line, you can press like this and type your program. As and when you type and press enter, system will give new line. You don't need to give always I.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, one more line, please press enter. But if you miss the continuation by just pressing enter, system will eat away the space. Now again you press enter, nothing will happen. You need to start again by pressing I, type again. As long as you keep on typing, okay, system will give new line always. The time when you stop and just press enter, it will remove that line.
Yes.
You can give I20 as well, but we don't use I10, I20 just for typing 20 lines at a time. We give I10, I20 because I want to copy paste these lines, 5 lines at a time like this. What is, it's not copied. Controls. Copied. So if you are copying and pasting multiple lines, then you need to insert 10, 15 lines like that.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
If you are typing your program, you should type one at a time only. So if you give 10 lines, I10, I20 and type here, press enter, it will remove everything. Again,
Correct.
this is a fun place to start your practice. You'll feel little difficult in the initial time, but you'll get practice to it. Okay.
Correct.
Start writing our program ID division, program ID, name of the program as TXWCP001. This we call it as member name. This we call it as a program name. Okay.
Fine.
But they should be always similar. You can keep different. You can keep different, but you keep it same because outside and inside you should be saying same. Outside
Correct.
you give number 10, inside you write program 1 will be not relevant. Next author, write your name. Then today, like this. Anything that you are seeing in red color, it's because of COBOL keyword.
Okay.
Okay, anytime you make a spell or mistake, system will highlight it in green color. So for example, if I give a division like this, understanding?
Yeah.
So some errors you can correct it here itself sometimes. Others you can correct when we compile. And moreover, remember, you're gonna learn mainframe by making errors, not by making success.
Yes. Yes. Correct.
It's my way of training. That's the way you have to train as well. Make 100 mistakes, don't worry. I will take care of those mistakes. I'll tell you how to solve them one by yourself as well. Because when you join a project, you will not have anyone to help you. Okay, so I'm giving a small dummy
Yes.
program over here. Okay.
Yes.
The purpose of this program is to simply display hello all.
Correct.
Okay. So make sure that you are writing the program from 8th column. Okay. For this, you need to give calls command. Okay. If you give calls command, you get this scroller which tells that 1 is 10 and 2 is 20.
1 is 10, 2 is 20. Okay.
So this is 8th position. If you are not happy with this, put your cursor on here and see at the bottom corner.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
This emulator will show you the number of your position of your cursor in which column it is. Okay. The left side is the line number. Ignore it. Right side is the column. What you need to remember. Because if you see the program from 7th column, system will not tell anything here. But when I compile, it will tell error these things. You got it? COBOL 8th column. All your headers start at 8th. All your statements start at 12. Clear?
Yes.
Now I just need to press enter to save it, or I can type save as also to tell the system to save the member. Clear?
Yes.
Let me do it again one more time. I want to write the execution JCL for the program what I have written. So option 3.4 to navigate to my data set. Option E. Okay, here cursor is here. Just press tab. You will get to the place. Okay, if you see here, the positioning of the tab will be the editing places only.
Okay. Okay.
Now E for edit. I want to create a new member called TXWCJ 001 or 01 is enough because we are 01. So for this particular program, this is the job I mean.
Okay.
Okay. Press enter. You get empty screen.
Yes.
Option I to start your lining part. Job name. Job as a keyword. Notify. Telling the system
Submit it.
after completion, please tell me the success or failure.
Yes.
Then step 10. Okay. // Step 10. Exit
Exact.
program
Program.
equal to
Program.
TXWC P001. That's my program.
Yes.
Tell the
Step
location of
11.
the load. So once we compile, our load module should be present in this library. Dot load. That is why we have created this library already. Okay. And sysprint dd sysout equal to star sysout dd sysout equal to star sysin dd star. There is no input. Close the star. End of JCL.
Yes.
Okay, if you are in the JCL, type high JCL. Okay, high JCL represent highlight JCL code. So you'll be seeing all the keywords of JCL in red. If
Correct.
you are
Okay.
in COBOL, type high COB. Okay, type high COB. Only COBOL related keywords will be highlighted. If you are typing IJCL, then you will be seeing the JSL keywords only. You got it?
Okay. Yes.
So here, false command to get the roller, IJCL or high COB to highlight the code. Okay.
So your voice is breaking today. Actually,
Since how long?
5 to 10 minutes.
Just now, or it was from before only?
No, no, just from 5 minutes. Last 5 minutes.
Is it fine now?
Yeah, fine now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's better now.
Okay. Maybe some glitch in the network. So you understood, right? How to edit?
Yes.
Any doubts in the edit part?
No, so that's clear.
Right. Now, let me tell you something here. In the project, when you join, somebody may ask you to prepare a test JSL. Somebody may ask you to prepare a job. So the best thing is that you need to know how they are already prepared earlier. Okay. You should not go blindly
Okay.
starting your work. you should know how to explore your team's library as well. Okay. You should be exploring your team's library and see that what kind of jobs they have prepared and how they have prepared as well. Got it? Remember this statement. Always try to explore what's already there. Somebody asks you to prepare a test JSL. There might be some files will be changing, but the JSL job statement, everything will be same only. The environment where to execute, the classes where to execute, those all will be same only. So remember that along with your work data set, you should always try to see your colleagues data set whenever required. Now, one such situation I'll tell you now because I want to compile. Okay, after we code the COBOL program, okay, after we code the COBOL program, we need to compile. Now, I already mentioned about compile, how we do it in project. Did I not? Okay, source code compilation. Okay, so see here, coming back to the point. So in the compilation scenario, if it is project, we use tools. Okay. If it is some less owned or less budget projects, they will be using their own inbuilt screens. In our case, we need to prepare our own job. Okay. I'm not hearing you. What happened?
Hello.
Hello. Again, you are
Hello.
using earphones.
No, sir. Actually, some issue from the network side.
Okay, I can hear you now.
It
So,
got it showing network error again and again.
okay, for one of the other reason we are having network issue.
Might be from my side, I guess.
It could be anywhere. Okay, it could be mine, it could be yours, it could be Skype also.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, is it working fine now?
Yeah.
Right. So, what I'm saying here is we need to have our compile JCL to compile our code. Now, I'll give two options. One, let us code the entire compile JCL, or let us copy from the existing one. Which option is better?
Copy.
Copy only. Remember, code, don't work hard, work smart is better.
Always.
Okay. So we
Yes.
know that along with, if I want to compile in my team, somebody already compiled it. So I just need to get it and change which is suitable for me.
Correct.
So here in our case, we do the same thing. Like I told you that all my students will be using the same kind of syntax of data set names. So I just need to browse one of the data set and get the compile for the COBOL. So I want this member copied to my data set now. Okay.
Yes.
For that, what I do is simply give option C. C is for copy. Press enter. You'll come to
Copy.
copy panel asking you that this is the current location where you want to
Okay.
copy. So we just specify that it is IBM user dot L dot copjcl. This is the library I want you to copy. Now, when you say like this, system will copy this member with this name into your data set. Suppose you want this member but with different name, then you can use the new member name here.
Okay.
By default, it will give the name of this what you are copying. But if you think that you want to give a new name, maybe your data set is already having such name already. Okay. So if you want to create a new member name, then you can write something like compile COBOL. Okay. Enter.
Okay.
It
Understood.
says copied. Okay. It says copied in your colleagues data set only. Okay, you don't edit here. You don't edit here. Don't assume that you are in your data set. That's why when I came here, I came in browse mode. Okay, I have to see that I don't edit others data set always. B, go back, use L now, edit your data set, and you have your member copied.
Yes, compile this.
Delete. Okay, D for delete. Let's try to do one more time. We want to have a member of one PDS to another PDS. So one of the easy way here is 3.4. We can do multiple ways. I'm telling you the easy way. Go to any of your known teams data set.
Copy.
Browse.
Browse.
Look for the member name which you already know, which your team member already told, or look for what you want. Okay, I'll give you a lot of tricks later on. In our case, we'll assume that we know the name of the compiler. Okay.
Correct. Okay.
See, enter. You are in panel, copy panel, asking the system to copy into your data set. You can give new name or you can ignore it and ask the system to copy with the same name as well.
Yes.
Simply press enter. System says it is copied. Go to our data set now, L.star, edit, and here it is.
Yes.
Now, before I open compile JCL, if you are using a compile JCL, what would be the input?
What will be the input? My code.
Yes. And what could be the output?
Hello display.
Nope. Load module.
Load module.
Okay. For compilation, system need to convert your code to load module.
Yeah.
Okay. So here in this JCL, okay, you may not understand every point, but your answer is your important here. For this compile JCL, what is your input? Okay. What's your input and what's your output? So my input is my library location is COBJCL. Yes. And I want my load to be in my data set of this one. Okay. Any JCL always talk about two things. What's your input and what's your output? Okay.
Yes.
What are the two lines you are seeing? It's not required now. It's very early to know that. It's asking that where is your input sysin, where is your output sysl load module. Okay, in load module. So you have to tell the system that this is the data set where my members are there and these are the location where you have to keep the load.
Yes. Okay.
Only thing that you need to arrange and tell here is what's the number that you want to compile. Okay, you will be using the same compiler again and again, but for different programs like this. Whatever the MEM here is there, it will be overriding here.
Correct. Okay.
You got it?
Yes.
These are like symbolic variables. Okay, just replaces whatever MEM is there, it will replace with your program name over and here.
Yes. Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
So next time when you want to compile, just change the member name. The library name what we are using for coding the programs and the library for storing the load are same always for throughout our training. Okay. You just need to tell what's the program that you want to compile today.
Okay.
Now, to run any JCL, okay, again, once we are done with the copy part, okay, so where is this? Okay, new file, primary quantity, secondary quantity. So after we code, we compile. For this, use 3.4, navigate to any existing data set. Your software also you'll have existing data sets, okay, which I created
Oh,
already.
oh, okay.
Okay, browse the data set and use C for copy the members that you need. You can copy multiple as well, okay? Not only one. If you want to copy 3 or 4 also, use 3243 C command in front of all the members that you need. Okay.
Correct.
Press enter, you will enter into the copy panel. In that copy panel, provide the data set name to copy target. After copy, edit the JCL job to point your data sets.
Yes.
This is your input and output. Once this is done, then submit to run a job. When you submit, like I told you in earlier case, there will be two things. First, it will give an acknowledgement message. Second, it will give the notification of job completion. Two messages you will be seeing. Both in red color, okay? Both in red color. So let me show you. Submit. So before you submit, okay, press enter. Always be practically knowledgeable that what this job is doing. Any job. This case we know. In later cases also you should know. So what this job is doing is taking this program from this library, converting into load module and storing over here. So when I press enter, system first acknowledges the job submission, which will be just fraction of seconds only, like this.
Submitted,
saying that
yes.
job name. So whatever you are writing here, that is your job name. And it will say that this job is submitted like this. Then this job compilation or job execution in our training mode will be taking only few seconds, 1 to 5 seconds or 10 seconds only. So when you press enter or any other key, system will send second notification onto the screen like this. This is the second message what I'm talking after completing of your job.
And okay, this came after pressing enter.
You press any key, generally it will give you a notification once it completes. Okay. Once it completes, it will just notify you back on the black screen. Like a pop-up, it will come. Okay. If you keep your system idle, it won't show you. Okay. Keep your system idle on, it won't show you. If you press any some other key or any work you are doing, then it will notify you. Okay. Now in this second notification, your interest should be over here. Maximum condition code. Nothing but your written code. It will tell you whether your job or the compilation is successful or not. Okay. Compilation JCL, if you got the maxi as 0, that means it is successful. Okay. If you got 4 by any reason, then it will be successful with warnings. Okay. No problem, ignore. There will be plenty of reasons to get a warning, so you don't need to worry on all these warning cases. But anything 8 or beyond 8, all are errors. Okay. You should definitely correct errors, recompile, and then get till max is 0. You got 8 or 12 and you still continue with the next step, it won't be fruitful. Yes. You need to get back to your program. You need to correct the errors what system is trying to tell you. and then recompile again to create the load module with successful 0 or 4 at least.
Mm-hmm.
Is the target, 4 is no problem at all. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And again, I'm telling you, you are getting 8 or 12 or 100 or 20. Don't worry. All are just errors only. I have seen those errors 1,000 or 10,000 times already. So I can help you to learn how to solve an error, but you should make error. When I'm making
Yes.
practicals, I'll do my own errors, which I want to present to you. But there are some your user end errors. That means only you can make such errors by your typing. Okay.
Oh, yes.
One of the common error people will make is to type O and 0 overlapping or interchanged. If you see your keyboard, O and 0 are very much near to each other.
Mm-hmm.
So while typing in mainframe, most people type sometimes O with 0 or 0 with O. It's a user end
Correct.
mistake. Okay, it's a user end
Yeah.
mistake with their fingers only.
Correct. Yes.
And it won't be much easy to solve those errors. Okay, if you see here, this is O and this is 0.
Yeah.
Now it's very hard to find a mistake like this. Okay.
Actually, it is.
The most important point that you need to know and always follow is when system is saying error, it is definitely an error. Why I'm saying here is sometimes your code you seems to be always right in your eyes. Okay.
Yeah. Second eye.
Yes, as long as you see your own code, it will feel always that it is right only. Why system is giving error?
Correct.
Again, remember, system doesn't have an AI case to understand you. It has only one
Mm-hmm.
particular rule to understand COBOL. Now, if it is saying mistake, then it is definitely a mistake only.
Yes.
There are out of thousands or millions, there will be one or two reasons where system is really wrong. Okay, and we don't,
Correct.
our errors will not fall into that million one case. Our
Mm-hmm.
error will always fall in the case where system is right and you are wrong. Okay, so please be sure
Yes.
that if there is an error, accept it and then we can correct it fast. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yes.
when I did this compilation, I got the code compiled and system created a load for us in the load library.
Yes.
So if I show you here, block size invalid. Okay, I understood. My old system will not support all this. Let me create a new load library quickly. This is very old, 10 years old software. Okay, since it is
Oh.
free of cost, I'm using it for a long time now. But it has its own mistakes or it has its own limitation. So let me recompile again, edit, submit here. So we are back from the place where we left. So compile successful, F3, browse. So this is how the system shows you the load code, mostly like alien
Mm.
code. Okay.
Yeah.
We don't need to worry about what it is there in here. There is only one thing that we always check in load modules is the timestamp.
Okay.
This is the only reason why we come into load modules. You don't need to come and check whether load is created or not. Don't worry about that. If your max is 0, system will create load.
Mm-hmm.
We just come to load modules only when we need to know what time it has been compiled.
Mm. Okay. Just to check the latest code
Exactly.
has
So
been picked up.
we'll come to know the reasons in our later training classes. But if it is a load module, this is the only thing that you want to check, nothing else.
Yes. Okay.
come to learn. Okay, these are very initial classes. At the end of our 40-45 classes now, you will know a lot of things, but it's very hard to remember all at once. Okay, as per the training, I'm being training for last 10 years the same topic, so I remember everything which I'm training. But in a 40 days, if you are grabbing all my 10 years experience, it will be hard to remember at once. You need to digest slowly by practicing.
Correct.
Okay. Now, this is my JCL telling the system that to run, they execute this particular program and use this location for the load. Once a program is executed as per our program, it doesn't have any inputs required as of now, but it has an output to display in here.
Yes.
Okay, so let me submit it as well. First message is acknowledgement. Just press enter. Second message tells it is successful. Which means that the output is stored in this library. Go and check.
Correct.
Once we have our job executed, it is might be a compile part or it is a run JCL, anything, we will go to this location called spool. Okay, SDSF. This is the place where you will be seeing all your job execution, job logs, everything. So in my system, it is option M5ST. This is the option we should use in my system. In your software, it is directly SST. Okay, I'll show you why it is different, because you are having little bit latest one. I'm using oldest one. I'm going back F3. What I told you is option M. M is for more. Option 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to look
Spool.
for this one in your mainframe.
Okay.
That is your place where you will have your spool.
Okay.
F. Okay, so in this menu, ST.
Okay.
Status of the jobs. No other option is ever used in my life. Okay, so don't worry of not using them. If you want, you can explore them, but not required. ST. You see there are a lot of jobs here. Okay.
Yes.
Which submitted from previous to previous cases. These are all in order, ascending order. So the last are our jobs. Okay. For example, if I see the job number 6701, this one. These are our jobs. So the last one is the latest one. To open your job, use question mark. Okay, I'll write it down first. To open the job, use question mark, first step. Then yes to the details. So what I mean by is just use question mark, enter. System will give the DD log files. In that, as of now, we are interested only in this one. Okay, so if you are seeing this, copy paste in your notepad if you want, like this. For that, you need to use option yes.
Okay.
Like yes, enter.
Yes,
Hello
that's
all.
the output.
This is the output what we have written, and it's not the big one what we are supposed to do in the projects. The entire thing what we did today is not to display hello all, to know how to do a small practical in mainframe. Okay.
Yes.
Our training is always the conceptual, how it is supposed to be used in the projects. After you get into mainframe, real mainframe or real project, the first 3 to 6 months are very crucial to digest the project details. Okay. You already experienced one. I'll tell you one thing. When you get into projects, learn project, not mainframe.
Yes.
You need to know what is your application business is, where you are getting the data, what process are used to process those data, and whom are you sending your outputs. You need to understand your business knowledge to maximize your work in the project. Most of the people who are just got trained and placed in the projects with 3 or 4 years experience, they try to do mainframe in that project. They don't try to learn what is their application. Okay. You are not supposed to do that mistake. I will tell you when you are ready to do knowledge of that particular level. I'll tell you what all the details you need to grab at the joining of the project itself. What points you need to capture before only. Don't capture how to write a program there. Okay. You don't need to worry about writing a program there. You should know where your programs are stored. Where is your other colleagues' data sets? What are the colleagues' data sets you can actually use for your copy paste? So there are a lot of unpointed training also will be captured during our course. Those things maybe or may not be in your notepad. Okay.
Yes.
We cannot type everything in notepad. Maybe it might be irrelevant or mostly completely not at all necessary. So we cannot type everything. But yes, at the end of the story, whatever we are dealing is on the getting the job and surviving the job. Getting a job is much easier. Also depends on luck. But surviving a job, it works only by your hard work. There is no luck there. There is no luck because out of 5 people, nobody will help you. One person, even 4 persons will help you. One person will go and tell the manager that you don't know mainframe. And we don't want to fall into that category at all. So you able to do this one by your own?
Yes.
Okay. So tomorrow at what time, whatever the time you are free, okay, before our class, anytime.
Sorry.
Tomorrow, before our class, anytime if you are free, just ping me. We will set up a software in your system.
Yeah, I will be free after 8 or 8:30.
You told you will wake up at 9.
Oh, in the morning you are saying?
Even evening also. I mean, anytime. Anytime you are free, just ping me. It will take half an hour to set up. Okay.
Okay, I will be free. I will ping you.
Once we set up now, from there you can start practicing on your system.
Sure.
Okay. So once your practice is done, then we will start actually the main topics. Whatever we learned so far is just an introduction for everything. Okay.
Okay.
We introduced ourselves to COBOL. Okay.
Yes.
We introduced ourselves to JCL. Yesterday ZOS, today ZOS practical.
Yes.
Now we know these steps. We just need more content to add to these steps.
Yes.
So the content part, like promised, we will complete as soon as possible for till DB2. Okay. Then we will focus on getting the job first.
Okay.
During our interview trials, we'll still complete our CICS module as well. Okay.
And so where are you located? Hyderabad or Chennai? Hyderabad.
Yes, Hyderabad. No, not now.
Okay.
I mean, I'm at my hometown now, moved because of
Work from home.
Yeah, work from home, not much to do in Hyderabad, right? Staying with my parents now. So
okay.
There's a lot of things to do in Hyderabad, but still nothing to do as well in Hyderabad.
Correct only.
Okay. Any other doubt?
No, sir, that's clear.
Right. So when you're practicing, again, I'm telling you one more time, do not bother about your errors. Just send a screenshot in WhatsApp. I already know what errors you might make, and I already know the answers for your errors, what you're going to make. So anytime that you're practicing, you are in a place that you need some small push to continue your work, just give a screenshot to me. Mostly it will be solved in WhatsApp.
Sure.
Mostly it will be solved in WhatsApp only. But if our chatting is not in a proper way, that I'm saying something and you are going in some other way, then we'll deal it in our class time.
Okay.
Okay, sometimes it happens. I tell something, you will be in some other place to try.
Correct.
Since I'm not exactly seeing your entire approach, we will be in a wrong places to practice. So what I would suggest is leave that program, type another program, and we'll discuss in the class time. Got it?
Yes. Okay.
Right. So see you then tomorrow. It's already 2:30, close to 12. Okay.
Yes, sir. Good night. Take care.